Yo, it's your boy Cam. This week, I'm going to be talking about my Lambda School build week. Second one. So, the first build week was the pilot. I'm sure y'all saw the video on that. And this one was a little bit different. It was the complete rollout for the part-time build week. These last 2 weeks probably were the hardest parts of Lambda School so far for me. And I don't think it was like the material or what I was doing that was difficult. I think it was just like the structure and like how different it was compared to the first build week that I did. And I think a lot of it had to do with not having a team leader. And I feel like the people who had one, y'all were lucky. Because I feel like the lack of direction at times, kind of hindered like what we were doing. I think we built something that looked all right, we got it done. We all passed, the build week. But I know probably the next few weeks or so, I'm really going to start maybe even this week. I don't know. And start refactoring and making it look real pretty, make it look real nice and presentable. So when someone wants to look at my portfolio, they see that project and be like, yeah, Cam did that. Like I said before, we got it done. I hit MVP, did all the stuff I needed to do, but I just wasn't satisfied with it. And like I said, and I think another part of it was, I know when we started the build week for this project, I wanted to do a React Native app on top of doing a regular React app for the front end part of our project. But like I said, I think it was just wasn't really sure what the specifics on what we had to do. And I like to do stuff above and beyond of what we have to do too. I don't like just going by whatever the guidelines say on what is required, because I want to push myself. Because if we're going to show this to employers and people like that, I want them to see the skills I learned and what I used that was different than what is already put out there, But like I said, I think we all did great. I think we all learned together. We all learned how to work as a team without having a team leader. And everybody was great, Our UI person, she was great. Rain, she's part of my cohort. She was great. Even the back end guy, Joshua, he was good too. We had a little hiccups here and there. It was hard trying to figure out how OAuth worked with the JWT tokens, because I'm not really was familiar with that. Before build week, I was pretty shaky with authentication. I just really didn't understand it, and I'm glad, like I said in the last video I did, I'm glad we didn't have to do that during the sprint, because I probably would have failed the sprint, unfortunately, or probably need to go back a week or something. But I knew that since we had to do it again for build week, I was like, nah, it's no point in me going back if we're gonna have to I've had to learn it anyways when we had to do this project. So I eventually figured it out. We finally got it to work. It probably took maybe 4 or 5 days for me to get the authentication right, man. That was probably the hardest part of the whole project. No joke. And it was just a learning experience. It was straight up. And I know the next one next build week I do, when I do the back end, I'm gonna be a lot more prepared. I think I'll be a lot better off whether we have a team leader or not have a team leader. And I feel like Lambda School, they're learning too. This is the first time that the part-time has done this, and they just still trying to get the kinks in, stuff like that. I know I'm gonna fill out a feedback form. I haven't did it yet. Kind of what I thought of the whole process. I know I kind of made a little comment on, I think one of the forms we had to write, talking about a sprint, but I want to make a more detailed one, if they don't see this YouTube video. If they see it, cool. It's another resource for them to use. But I appreciate all y'all checking me out. Again, hit that subscribe, like button if you love the material, you love the content, and I'll see you next week. Peace.